With right forward pocket, Wiedemann, Robertson and Dunn. Down to Tony Shaw. Taken away by Robertson, but not quite. Bartlett to kick off the ground, which goes up in the air. A chance for Byrne again, but it's a free kick going Richmond's way to be taken by Mount at centre half back.
Mount's kicked to half forward. Welsh behind play, won't get that one. Collingwood more desperate through Toomey. Toomey kicks a free kick for pushing the back. Immediately goes to Moore. Moore, another long kick from the lead there from Brewer. Couldn't take it cleanly. Bartlett gets the push, looks for it. David Young for Collingwood. Swings around. Goes the other way this time. Has a look, gets it onto his boot properly. Dacos! What a great one. Off balance. Leaning backwards. Plucked the ball cleanly and kicks from 20 metres out. An incredible mark.
It may have been a fraction lucky, Jeff. A bit of interference there when the ball was in transit. Anyway, he's got the mark.
His first goal, Collingwood's second.
Umpire Smith, Moore from the right, Lee from the left. Lee wins easily. Taken by Scrimshaw. Up towards half forward. A chance for Welsh. Not a good kick. Worthington. Easily. Up to Wiedemann. On the ground, Hanbury to recover. Toomey going past the support with Worthington. But Hanbury doesn't need it. He does it superbly. Inboard to centre half forward to Morris. Over his head, Byrne. Over half forward, a chance. It's beaten the pack, it's rolling. The wrong way for Collingwood. Up behind to Ray Byrne.
Kicked it with a lot of might and disappeared in the back of the crowd. Strawn with a hefty punt kick into play to Lee. Moore goes down holding his head. It's Robertson for Richmond. Richmond into attack now to the half forward line. They haven't been up there often enough so far. Moore couldn't bother. In the meanwhile, Collingwood defence rushed the ball out of play up on the forward line, but Peter Moore getting up now. Put the nasty one on the head. He's very groggy, Peter Moore. That's a tragedy for Collingwood if he's out. They break away, the Magpies, and they kick down to the half-forward line. Moore just in front of where it was marked by Dunn. And Dunn being one of the mainstays of Richmond's defence this year and gets a 15-metre penalty, which brings him up to the centre of the ground to take his kick. Peter Moore still in the hands of the trainers. Very groggy. Roach got up too fast. All Collingwood. The very sticky ground, I feel, is going to make it easier for umpires to give free kicks to the player who goes in for the ball.
Bill Picker now, kick number 4 at centre half back. Leave it, someone said. Goes out to Smith. Grab, but not in possession. No free kick to Smith. Gets it out to Malthouse. Runs into Wearmouth. Gets his kick in though. Up to Wiedemann. Grab, but not in possession. And Wiedemann will take the free kick in the centre circle. Wiedemann in the mud patch. High one. Tony Shaw there with Brewer. Off hands to Morris. Over the top to Dacos. Davis is there. Good play by Robertson. The only thing to do. Barham and Wall. Nice pick up by Barham. Keeps the ball in play. A chance for Dacos. Impossible angle. It's goal! A magnificent goal by Peter Dacos. A great play by Ricky Barham.
Dacos has just kicked a fantastic goal at the 16-minute mark, and Moore back in action now, puts Collingwood into attack once more. The ball flipped out of the pack very quickly, and a free kick again going Richmond's way, and they're certainly leading in this department about 3-1. This time it's Rawlings, that's his second free kick in the term. Kicks the ball long. All Collingwood, and they talk well. That's Toomey who's marked it very cleanly, unopposed in fact, and sent it straight down the field. Looking for, he's looking to Wiedemann, but this is Williams who's marked, and he has an unsavoury job looking after Dacos. But Rawlings poured forward, a low one out to the wing, out to Scrimshaw and Hanbury. Scrimshaw in front running. And not much he could do with that. So it's out of play and a throw-in on the outer wing in front of a big crowd. 30 plus easily.
Moore and Lee again. Oh, it's got to be against Moore. No, it's going the other way. It's going to Moore. Well, Moore's recovered from that head battering he took about 3 or 4 minutes ago. Collingwood lead 21 points to 1. Peter Moore, half-back flank. Not a bad kick, covering more ground than I thought early. Brewer Smith, Strawn is there, Dunn on top of the ball, a player being held, and looks like Strawn at centre-half back. Off hand, Wall. Bartlett, Young, Bartlett still. Good side, Bartlett. Barham. All Collingwood, Davis. Wrong put him. Oh, good tackle. Hand passes to Wearmouth. Through the pack. Across to Tony Shaw. Shaw fires. And it's a shocker. Out on the full, Tony Shaw. The free kick going to Robertson.
Robertson with Collingwood leading 21 to Richmond's 1 in a hustling, bustling first quarter. Good pick up by Young for Collingwood. Throws out front, goes in for another serve, gets a kick, a long one down a half-forward. Wall's in position, but he let it go somehow. Without talk. Davis a danger man, another one. Two goals for Craig Davis, one of the Collingwood stars in the forward line. In fact, he's had a wonderful year, his best with Collingwood in one of their best years in 1981. Williams from the centre of the field goes across into the pocket looking for Davis, but the kick didn't travel that far. Good scouting by Rawlings, good ball handling by Rawlings, but it's Collingwood in the van at this stage. Davis once more, he's starring across the other star in Dacos. The kick bending around, one behind to Dacos.
Collingwood 34, Richmond 13. Robertson, good kick in. Out to the two big men again. Lee wins out. Well played. Doesn't waste any time. Down to Bartlett, Mount. Young sticking with Bartlett. Punched away by Young. Barham pushing it back, scripts the ball out to Picken. Picken's kick, not a long one. The chance for Shane Williams. He clears. To no one. Toomey. Looking for a good bounce. Welsh worries him out of it. Bit of a nudge, but play on. Welsh doing well. It goes up to Roach. Roach caught by Toomey, and Toomey's persistency wins out. David Toomey's free kick at centre-half back. 10 minutes into the second quarter. The Magpies lead by 21 points.
Toomey has a long shot for Moore and Lee. I don't know why he's gone for both of those. For Moore, particularly, he was guarded by Lee. Rayburn from the ground, quickly across to Hanbury. On to Wearmouth. The ball stuck in the mud. Wearmouth picks up well. Down to full forward. Dunn in front. Dacos again. Sold it. Comes out. Dashing play by Dacos on the forward line. Lines up. Offense. Goal number 3.
A centre square infringement, the second of the day. The first one going to Richmond, this one going to Collingwood at the 11-minute mark in the second quarter. Peter Moore up to Tony Shaw, one-handed. Rawlings out to Picken, had the better of Mount. Ball skidding along the ground. Picken loves these conditions. Players over the top of Picken. Barham is there. Wall tries to get out of trouble, is caught. Play on the call, the players stopped. Worthington. Hanbury with big lead. Does it easily. On to Scrimshaw. Half-distance kick. Intercepted by Picken. He's kicking to the glue pot. Shane Williams. No free kick paid. Davis. Wiedemann there for support. If he can pick it up. Oh, he left it behind. Gets back to it. He wants support. Gets it from Wearmouth. Wearmouth falls. Moore is scoring off. Shocking handball by Wearmouth. Lee and Moore, good hip and shoulder by Lee on Moore. In danger, no, as Williams kicks it up towards Robertson. A chance for Tony Shaw. It was too hot to handle for Williams. He gets a push, and the Magpie centre man will take a free kick at centre half forward.
Just about within kicking distance, too, for Collingwood's Mark Williams. They're on fire. He goes for the lead. Knocked away by Strawn from Davis. Rawlings goes in there. Dacos, man covered in mud, I think, was it Wall? It was. Wall's kick in the cricket wicket area. Very sticky there. Brewer goes down. Very close to being out of play. Belted backwards. Collingwood into attack once more. Balling dropping short. Everyone's desperately trying to win off the run. Hanbury dribbles it through. Behind.
Collingwood 41, Richmond 13. Terry Smith goes to the far side to Liam Moore again. Moore hands to it but can't control it. Waitman across to Wall, whose number is completely obscured by mud and slush. McCormack the punch to Picken. Good play, good defensive play. Out to Taylor. Good play by Wall again. Scrimshaw on all fours. One support, yes, he gets it from Wall. Lines up at centre half forward. It's going to be close. Roach bungled through by McCormack for a rush behind. Richmond 14, Collingwood 41.
Collingwood are giving Richmond a football lesson in the first 2 quarters. Looks for more. Lee knocks it to him. Hanbury scouts, gets his way through the pack, kicks to centre half forward. Up to Dacos. He goes down in the mud. Robertson, his opponent, he goes down as well, but Dacos not to be beaten. Strawn now. Call for by Shane Williams. Mark Williams with him, and Mark Williams grabs it. Nabbed. Couldn't get away. Malthouse to Strawn. Doesn't know what to do. Gets it into the centre. Mark did a Barra. Or for Hanbury. Nice kick to Hanbury to Dacos. Drifted out of the pack and marked. He is the star of the match. Dacos. He's virtually unbeatable.
15 as well, Jeffrey. For a front-on charge by Robertson.
Had 2 opponents against him. Williams opened up on him. Couldn't stop his brilliance. Robertson on him now. Coming up for his 8th kick and his 4th goal. And Peter Dacos being the second top goal kicker in the Collingwood team, only headed by Craig Davis. No, in fact, he'll be in front if he kicks this.
It's been a 4-goal to 1 burst by Collingwood in this second quarter at the 18-minute mark as they lead by 53 points to 14. Rawlings. Roach, not quite. Still. Wall. I think playing for free kick then, but it didn't eventuate. Ricky Barham asks the question. Umpire Kevin Smith in command at that end of the oval. Up goes ground here at Victoria. Forward line, a hurried one. A rainmaker out on the full. Collingwood's free kick, Peter McCormack.
The free kick. With Lee gets the run in from the back. Lee's fist got there, or his palm got there. With a good hip and shoulder. And a free kick. A free kick to her. To Young for a touch, didn't touch his neck. Free kick for around the neck. With your arms down by your side. That's how Bartlett tackled him. Shoved out by his own man. Collingwood. Play. This is Smith. Quickly on to Lee. Lee, good 80 metres from goal, centres it. Roach couldn't hang on to it. Welsh has done everything he can for Richmond in this second term. Lines up and kicks. That's a goal.
Moore off the ground for
commentators Lou Richards and yours truly.
On Sevens Big League, it's the 3rd quarter from Victoria Park with Collingwood leading by 32 points as umpire Della comes in to put play underway. Knocked down by Lee. He did very well against Peter Moore in the first half, and once again Richmond starting off with a free kick. It's going to Jeff Rains. He's had a bag full of those today. That's free kick number 9 to Jeff Rains, but he's certainly been one of Richmond's most effective players and certainly their best. Another free kick, this time going Collingwood's way. And speaking of free kicks, this man always seems to get a bundle of them. It's Bill Picken. Picken so far has had 5. A torpedo punt kick gets the ball back whence it came to centre, or the muddy centre area. There's Wiley tackling. He's only had 1 kick for the match to date. Terry Smith comes out of the pack with the ball, and it's going to be a free kick to Collingwood to be taken for them down there by Taylor. Taylor just short of the centre. Kick doesn't cover that much distance, up towards left half forward, knocked away by Strawn and picked up by Tony Shaw. Tries a hand pass, looking for Barham, or plenty of trouble, got pushed in the back by Mount. That's how the umpire saw it as well. I think Barham played for the free kick, certainly got it, and has come up with the goods. Barham within kicking distance. and he would be about, let's see, 35 to 40 metres out from goal. Hasn't scored one so far today. Only 3 Collingwood players have scored goals. Davis 2, Brewer 1 and 5 to Dacos. In he comes. Won't quite make the distance. Into the forward pocket. Smith tries to knock it clear. Scooped out of the pack. There's Dacos having a flying shot for goal. That could be another one. It is. 6 goals to Peter Dacos after he got the hand pass from Monty Wearmouth. And Collingwood now 9-5, 59 points, leading Richmond 3-3-21.
Well, that's a lead of 38 points, and that goal coming at the 2-minute mark of the third quarter.
Beautiful hand pass by Wearmouth and a fine shot for goal by Peter Dacos.
Well, this is the centre bounce again. Poor old Worthington's giving away about 6 or 7 inches to Big Mark Lee, who dominated the centre bounce against Collingwood's high flyer Moore. Once again, he gets the tap down. Worthington gets a kick, but it's a short one. Didn't travel far. Down goes Wilder. They pile in, and the umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to Wilder. I think that's his second for the game. And this fella has been a prolific kick getter, averaging about 26 kicks a match, and he's really down to blazes today. Bartlett in front of Young takes the mark, and that's kick number 7, I think, for Bartlett. He's been a pretty quiet player. But it's a long way from over now. They've evened the score now with Moore off the ground, off the top of the pack. It comes down towards Little Shaw. Tries to smother the ball. Finally, Picken doesn't get a kick, but the ball picked up by Dunn, now playing at centre-half forward. Picked up again by Young out to Barham. Another hand pass wide, and Collingwood got a chance to get the ball away through Taylor. Another hand pass coming over now to Byrne. A long kick down there towards centre-half forward. Morris couldn't pick it up. This allows Raines to get it out to Scrimshaw. Raines has been an exceptionally good player. Goes for a pass to Sarah now on the ground. Sarah having a bit of difficulty getting the ball up off the ground over towards it's Scrimshaw. Grabbed. He gets a hand pass back over towards Waite. Another quiet play. He's collared that time by Wearmouth, but had no hope of getting rid of it. And the umpire will ball it up on the edge of the square out towards the wing position.
Yes, the Richmond Rovers 4 kicks between them in the first half, Lou.
Well, that's pretty bad considering that Lee's dominating the ruck. Oh, got up early that time. Lee's kick is back there. Oh, Picken's taken the mark again. He's played a great game at centre-half back, and so has the full-back McCormack. A 15-metre penalty against Dunn, as I mentioned before, now playing at centre-half forward. And, of course, Dunn's played most of his football down there for Richmond in the back pocket. So the Tigers are desperate as the ball goes back there towards Wiedemann off the top of the pack. Raines couldn't get that one. He pounces on the ball, still plays it out. Picked up by Wiley for kick number 3. The ball back towards the centre of the ground. Going after it is Wall. He can't get it. Toomey's back on the ground again. And finally, it's little Dale Waitman coming out with a hand pass over to Big Mark Lee at centre-half forward. He turns, gives it back to Waitman. And going after Waitman now, he got him on the head that time. Worthington finally... Waitman's kick is down there. Toomey couldn't hold the mark. Picked up by Dunn. He gets a hand pass out looking for Bartlett. He's clear now. Snaps for goal. And he's put it through for a goal, I would say, Bartlett.
Great shot.
Great shot. And that's a goal that could bring Richmond back into the game. So it's Collingwood 9-5-59 to Richmond 4 goals 3-27.
Well, badly needed one for Richmond, and Kevin Bartlett bringing up his first goal of the match. And a very timely one for the Tigers. Roach is still playing in the forward pocket. I can't understand why they don't bring him out to centre-half forward. 4 3/4 minutes gone now in the third quarter on Sevens Big League. There's Michael Roach, as I said, playing in the forward pocket. Taylor's at full forward. Lee, again, didn't really get that one effectively out of the centre glue pot. No one can. It's very sticky in there. A wild hand pass out towards Hanbury. Umpire calls play on. Picked up by Sarah, but it's going to be a free kick to Collingwood to be taken by Wiedemann. Wiedemann's at the centre field area, being watched by his father today, Murray, in the grandstand. In he comes now, Wiedemann. Good kick under these conditions, up towards centre-half forward. Knocked away from Brewer. The chances for Wall. The player with his number covered in mud. Tony Shaw looking for a free kick, and he's got one. Too high, says umpire Kevin Smith. And Tony Shaw at centre-half forward. A chance to score for Collingwood, but a long way from goal. The lead being made by Ross Brewer, but it's being ignored. Shaw goes back for the kick. He won't get the distance from there, not a hope. Dropping well short. Out comes Craig Davis directly in front of goal. Read it superbly, and a chance to bring up goal number 3.
Pretty short kick by Shaw. That time must have travelled about 22 metres. I think he went flat out for it too.
I think he could kick over a postage stamp on that performance, Tony, but many might argue it was a good pass. Davis from 30 metres out. That's a beautiful kick straight through the centre. Craig Davis's third goal, and Collingwood go further ahead carrying on from where they left off in the second quarter. 10-5, 65, Richmond 4-3, 27.
The throw-up. Lee against Worthington. It'll be Lee for sure. No, Worthington got that one. Had a good effort that time. Back towards range, in plenty of trouble. He's grabbed. Wiedemann gets a hurried kick out towards that position. Grabbed by Walls. He's grabbed, goes to the ground. Worthington backing up well, gives a hand pass to Barham. The racehorse is off. Watch him go. Barham, as a Richmond player knocked down. Barham goes for a pass or a shot for goal, but he's off target and through for 1 point. Player going down there for Richmond was Mount. Well, we'll say that. So Collingwood now 39 points in front as the ball goes back into play. Out wide towards Shaw, and Shaw's got the mark against Rawlings that time. Richmond small men have been out of business all day. A hand pass coming over to Weedman. A shot for goal. It goes right across the face of goals. At the back there is Robertson going for the tap through, playing it safe. And another point to Collingwood. So they go to, let me see, 10 goals, 767 to Richmond, 4 goals, 327. A difference of 40 points. And we're at the 7-minute mark of the third quarter.
Ball back into play towards the outer side of the ground. Wiedemann from behind tries to tap it down. Williams on the bottom of the pack attempting to get it clear, but he's not successful, and umpire Dalla has no option but to come in and ball it up once more. I don't think either umpire has tried to bounce it all day. It's very, very slippery and spongy out there. Lee and Wiedemann. It comes down to Taylor. Taylor into the forward pocket looking for Morris, who's in front of Strawn, but he can't make ground before the ball is over the boundary line. Given Morris hasn't had that many kicks today, been fairly quiet. Looking at the stats, he's only had a couple. But of course they've got a match for on the forward line, namely Peter Dacos, number 35. Watch for him. Wiedemann. Tempety. Well, his nicks are pretty wide. He hasn't been on the ground that often. I think he came on once during it might have been the first quarter.
Second quarter.
Second quarter, yeah. Was it, Lou? He was on for only a couple of minutes. Wiedemann, he's pretty tall. He can contest those without too much problem. On the shoulder, says the umpire. Free kick to Robertson, who still believes crew cuts are in fashion. Looking for Lee. Behind was that was Byrne. Hanbury. Back towards Tempety at half forward. Or gutsy mark taken by Tempety. A little bit too tall for Tony Shaw on that occasion, and Tempety at centre half back to repel the Collingwood thrust, momentarily at least. Kick dropping short, well short in fact. Reading it as Hanbury. He's off. The umpire says play on. Tries the hand pass. It's okay up towards half forward. Wiedemann couldn't handle the ball. Strawn does a lot better with it. Goes for the long kick and gets plenty of distance with it down towards the centre wing position. Dunn is there, likewise as Picken. Picken could win out on this occasion. Oops-a-daisy, caught with the ball for mine. The umpire says yes, and wrong umpire too. A free kick going Richmond's way. Picken not too happy and starts arguing with the umpire, and that gives the chance for Dunn to play on directly up towards Bartlett, and a beautiful mark brought in by Toomey, I think it is. Great grab. He's at right half back. Smith in front, couldn't take the mark. Dacos waiting for the crumbs, pushing the back, says umpire Bill Dalla. It's a Richmond free kick. You can't do that. And it will be a free kick to Smith, I think it is, and Smith to take it at centre field.
Well, Smith has got the job of minding Dacos. There's the kick by Smith over the centre half forward position. Dunn nearly marked that. Coming out of the pack was Welsh. Tries to get it out to Barton, but the umpire said holding the ball. It'll be a free kick to Young, plus a 15-metre penalty. So that brings Young one up to centre half back. Young's had the job, as we mentioned before, of minding Bartlett. I think Bartlett's had about 8 kicks. The hand passes come. Oh, in trouble, Toomey's pulled to the ground. And look at them throwing themselves at the ball there, and it's a stack up, and the umpire's going to ball it up towards the centre of the ground, right on the edge of that glue plot. And believe you me, it's very gluey out there. Umpire can see, can hardly walk through that mud. Finally, Lee tries to get a little Wearmouth, gets it away from him. Back it comes to Williams. Down he goes, gets a hand pass out there looking for Byrne, but picking up beautifully is Taylor. He's a very handy player, this fellow, as the ball goes down there towards Scrimshaw and DeMount. Mount's there, little Shaw's there on the boundary line, but the ball is out of bounds in the forward pocket, or round towards that half-forward flank position, about 50 metres around from the Collingwood goal. At the moment, they're leading by 40 points. Well, they're all having a go there. Wiley taps it out nicely, picked up by Rains, in a bit of trouble, but gets a left-foot kick out. Knocked away from Hanbury. Hanbury backs in, but the umpire said it'll be a free kick again. Sarah got into his back, so Hanbury to take the free kick out there towards the half-forward line. Could be a 15-metre penalty on Sarah if he doesn't watch himself. Oh, he got around him easily, Hanbury. Now he's got a chance to land this well up into the goal square. Coming out towards Dacos, it beats them all, and the ball is out of bounds in the forward pocket. This time it's only about 15 metres around from the Collingwood goal. Dacos has kicked 6 goals. He's been the match winner so far down there, but the game is not over by a long shot. 40 points the difference. Williams gets out of the pack as a snap for goal, and what's he done with it? He's put it out of bounds. There'll be a throw-in right against the point post. Still in Collingwood's attacking zone.
Well, we said at half-time Richmond would need a couple of quick goals to get themselves back into this match. Collingwood have got the 2 quick goals and lead by 40 points. The Tigers still looking about second gear to me. Over the boundary line again, or is that a point? It is a score. A minor one at that to the Magpies to take their total in the third quarter on 7's big league to 10-8-68. Richmond are 4-3-27. The difference. Kick in by Scrimshaw towards the half-back line. Mark taken by Wiedemann. Wiedemann 50 metres out from goal.
This kid's getting better with every game, Wiedemann, you know, Peter.
He is. Kevin Morris making a lead, but it has been ignored. And he's holding down the centre half forward position for Collingwood quite admirably. Hasn't scored a goal to date. Let's see how he is with this kick. Hasn't got the distance. Knocked away by Robertson. Picked up by Strawn. Oh, could be trouble here for Richmond. Very close to the boundary line, and that ball is out of bounds. Is it on the full? Yes.
You know who got that? The Richmond player kicked the umpire that time with the ball.
Well, luck's not going their way today, is it? It's a free kick to, let's see, Dacos? No.
He tried to grab it, Dacos, too.
Nice try. Ricky Barham has it. Now it's play on. Barham off. And that could just scrape in for 1 point, or is it out of bounds on the full? No, it's the boundary umpire who has the decision. It's out of bounds on the full, and so that will be a free kick to Richmond, this time to be taken by Graham Robertson. Robertson right in the back pocket, waiting for the ball to come back. We haven't lost one so far in this quarter. Richmond in all sorts of trouble. They've added only 1 goal so far in this term. Collingwood have added 2. Lee behind. Mark almost taken by Davis. Wakeman's on the bottom of the pack, trying to pick it up. He's got plenty of opponents to beat, one of whom is Taylor, who flicks out the hand pass to Ronnie Wearmouth. And Wearmouth on the bottom of the pack and comes out of it with the free kick. Off he goes. Didn't really look where he kicked that one. Just put it up high for Brewer, who has it knocked away from him. Wakeman roving well at half-back. Gets Richmond out of the danger zone momentarily to half-forward. Plenty of Collingwood players are there, one of whom is Picken. It's scooped out of the pack. Toomey. Knock on to the wrong player in Jeff Rains. Rains with the long handball down towards Peter Welsh, who fires at the goals. This time he's off target. Taylor hasn't had a kick so far in the match. Free kick. Which way? Collingwood, I think. And it will be taken by Cooper, is it?
Yep, Cooper with the free kick, a hand pass. Coming out to Toomey, who had to leave the ground in the second quarter. He's back and firing now. Up it goes. Off the top of the pack. Picked up. Oh, got him around the neck beautifully. Oh, he stopped him that time, Rains, but at least he couldn't get away because he looked as though he was going for a run. Oh, off the top of the hands of Scrimshaw. A chance now for Collingwood's Davis. Well played by Richmond Smith as he goes after. Now it's Tempany. And while he can't pick it up, it's certainly not his day today, and the umpire will ball it up there towards the wing position. I think Wiley's only had about 4 kicks for the match. 3. Well, I was giving him one more than he deserved. And that's not too good for the Tigers, seeing that Lee's dominated the knock-ins. There he gets another one out. Knocked out to Walls. Walls finally gets a kick back there towards that half-back line or half-full on. Toomey going after the ball. Taps it out to Picken very quickly. Picken's kick is a high one back towards the centre of the ground. Off the top of the pack. Well, actually, they got under that one. Picked up here again. Oh, he's grabbed Strawn, but he finally gets the ball out there to Mount. Mount's kick is out wide, going for the boundary line. Going after it now as Wiley taps it back there towards Rains. He falls over. He's got time to get up and kick it back towards the forward pocket. Dunn going for the mark. Couldn't hold it. Bartlett and Young, but Young's the first to get there. He taps it back between his legs. Picked up by Toomey. He's pulled to the ground. A chance now for Collingwood's Bar to get clear. He's grabbed, gets it out to Wearmouth. Lost sight of it completely. Picked up by Rains again at half forward. His kick is off the side of his boot, going out wide now to meet it now. It's out of bounds, I would say. And it'll be a penalty free kick down there to Collingwood. Well, the Richmond attack not firing that well, and they've certainly got a chance to come back into this game, seeing that Moore didn't come out in this third quarter. Be able to see where the Collingwood's a one-man side. Wiedemann flew, taken off the pack by Williams. He's grabbed by the leg. Umpire still called play on his. Walls finally gets the ball now. Running shot for goal towards Barth. That's a mark that time, I would say, to Taylor. Taylor, the boy that we were talking about, should have been in the side. Kicked 8 goals with the reserves last week and a very accurate kick for goal, but this is a difficult shot right on the boundary line. Taylor's on the boundary line, runs around very smartly, snaps towards the goal, but he's off target. He's put it out of bounds on the full.
Peter McCormack, touch at full-back this afternoon for Collingwood. Picked up now by Rains after Waitman failed to take the mark. Rains, Richmond's most creative player so far this afternoon. That's a typical Picken mark, isn't it? Bill Picken, short of centre-half back. And a typical Bill Picken kick too, dropping short. Oh, that's a bit of an infringement, I believe. It will be going Richmond's way, and it will be taken by Graham Strawn. Strawn almost at half forward, Morris standing on the mark. Plenty of Collingwood players there. McCormack flew high, couldn't take the grab. Picken tries to get it back to McCormack, who shoots out the hand pass, and it's taken by Hanbury. Caught by Bartlett, back to Wearmouth, tackled well by Waitman. Malthouse over to Big Lee. Lee from half forward, a high kick up towards the goal square. Big pack of players set themselves. None can take the mark. Young's on the bottom of the pack, gets held when not in possession and has come out of it with the free kick. He gets it over to Taylor. Taylor with a short pass around to the centre wing position. Tampany, a great grab. Taking it in front of his opposite number 14, Kevin Morris. Tampany is on centre wing. Looks up there for somebody to take a mark, but Picken's the only one successful in doing just that. And playing very, very well the centre-half back position. That's a better kick from Picken, well up over the centre. In front is Strawn. Morris knocks it onto Mount. Picked up by Wearmouth. Long towards half forward. Here goes Craig Davis racing goalwards. Long handball into the goal square on his own as Brewer and puts it through for another one of the map points.
It just goes to show Richmond have been into attack for the last 6 or 7 minutes. Collingwood take it down there once and get a goal.
11-8-74. Collingwood and Richmond 4-3-27.
Well, the Magpies just going as strong now without more, and that's a good lead for the Magpies. There's 37 points in front, and of course they'll take a bit of pegging back.
On Sevens Big League, it's now 19 minutes into the third quarter at Victoria Park.
The throw up again. Actually Worthington got another one out. Tony Shaw goes down, tries to crash. No, that's Hanbury, I should say. He's clear now. Finally boots the back over the centre half forward position, and a mark taken in defence there by Smith. He's minding Dacos. Dacos has kicked 6 goals up to this stage of the match. Billy Picken, he's got to pay that. He didn't pay. He's paying it? Yes, he'd have to. He's played a great game at centre half back, Billy Picken. It might be a free kick out there to Taylor. Taylor with the ball now. The ball back towards Collingwood's half-forward line. Davis having a great battle there with Tampany. Lost sight of it, Davis. Walls there, picked up by Tampany now. It's a bad hand pass back to Smith. He's grabbed, he gets away. His kick is intercepted by his own mate. There's nearly a free kick there to Wearmouth. Grabbed too high, and Wearmouth to take the free kick out there towards the wing position. Wearmouth's off like a shot. The ball back there looking for Morris. He goes for the punch out to Dacos. This could be dangerous. He's grabbed. Dropping the ball, I would say. That's the first mistake he's made for the day. Hand pass from Strawn over there to Scrimshaw. Scrimshaw's kick is out wide to that half-forward flank. Wiley and Taylor, and a good mark to Wiley. That's Wiley's fourth kick if he kicks it. Wiley's kick is down there towards that half-forward. Dunn and Picken go for it. Byrne goes for the punch. It comes back towards Barham. Wiley coming to meet it. Picked up by Rawlings. Dropped the ball. Grabbed by Shaw. But the umpire said the ball has to go back, and there'll be a free kick to Barham. Now he's called play on us. The ball goes down there towards the forward pocket position off the pack. Going after is Morris and Strawn. Down goes Strawn, but covers the ball. Goes for the boundary line. It's on the line now. Finally kicked out by Smith, but the umpire said the ball is out of bounds, so there'll be a throw-in from that out-of-bounds position about 20 metres around from the Collingwood goal. Collingwood 74 points to Richmond 27 points. A difference of what? 47 points.
Very handy lead. The replay of the grand final proving just as one-sided as the grand final itself, but of course a different result coming up. Malthouse trying to get clear. Well tackled by Barham. Umpire Kevin Smith says, though, it's my ball, gentlemen, and he's going to ball it up half forward for Collingwood. In front was Wiedemann. Knock on by Rains. It's at centre wing. Picked up down there by Kevin Worthington. I don't know what he's doing. Well, he's rucking at the moment, of course, on centre wing. Tony Shaw. Handball effective to Williams. Not the best of kicks. Brewer making good position from full forward. Snaps for goal, and it just misses by about a metre. But there could be a free kick here for a trip, says umpire Kevin Smith. That is the case, and it will be going Collingwood's way. Nothing much is going right for Richmond this afternoon, and to take the free kick in the forward pocket will be Williams.
I tell you what, Pete, he looks a very tired player, Williams, but that's the way he looks all the time when he first runs onto the ground, isn't it?
He looks slow, but it's very deceptive, Lou. And so Williams having a chance to bring up his first goal for the day, and Collingwood's 12th. Fires. That looks pretty good from here. The goal umpire hasn't moved. It's full points. Williams' first goal. Collingwood go further ahead. And on Sevens Big League, the Magpies now 12 goals, 8 behind, 80 points, leading Richmond 4-3, 27.
And we're approaching the 23-minute mark of this third quarter. The Magpies doing it very well indeed. 53 points in front. That's a pretty good lead.
Well, you made a comment before it would prove whether Collingwood are a one-man side or not with Peter Moore off the field, and they've not gone backward, Lou.
Well, at the moment they haven't, Peter, but still we've got another quarter to go.
Right, Lee going onto the forward pocket. 22 and a half minutes gone in the third quarter.
Lee's gone up to the forward line. No wonder he must be tired. Knocked out by Worth. He's done a great job since coming on the ball. No doubt about that. Out it comes again, but the umpire said there'll be a free kick, and the free kick to go to Mount just about at centre field. Mount's kick is out towards that flank. Oh, at the moment Lee went down there, but the umpire spotted a free kick. It's against Roach for pushing McCormack in the back. And McCormack certainly had his measure when he's been minding today, and McCormack to take the free kick down there at half-back. Both he and Picken have done a great job off the top of the pack. Another stack up there as they go over left and right. Finally, Mount tries to get a kick out, but they're all missing, and there's a free kick to Mount, the umpire indicating that he was hit on the back of the head. Mount's kick is out towards that half-forward flank position. Looking for Dunn. Dunn got one hand to it. Going after it now is Barham, but the umpire's found another free kick. It'll go to Billy Pickman. He's called play on as Barham gets the ball over towards Weedham. He's taken the mark, and he's at centre half forward, about 50 metres out from goal. And this young kid hasn't done a bad job today either. His father would be very proud of him watching him in the crowd here today. Of course, Murray Weedham, his dad, made a great name for himself at centre half forward, better known as the enforcer.
Or the wrestler.
Or the wrestler. The kick by Weedham is not as good as his dad could kick, but it falls short. Chance for Smith to mark the ball. He got pushed in the back, and Smith will take the free kick at full back for Richmond. Richmond at the moment are only 4 goals, 3-27 to Collingwood, 12 goals, 8-80. And we're at the 25-minute mark of this third quarter.
Very dispirited display from last year's premiers. Wiley, Dunn. He looks for Waitman, gets around Tony Shaw, just. Oh, not a good hand pass. He was looking for Sarah. Rollings comes in. Now Sarah picks up the ball. Wiley just gets his kick in, looking for Wall or Waitman. Waitman eventually has a boot to it, and the mark taken by Mark Lee at centre half forward. He took a grab there a couple of moments ago, but it was ruled against Richmond. A free kick going against Roach. And Lee taking another grab this time. Let's see if he can convert. 35 to 40 metres out, no angle. Going to favour the drop punt. Richmond's 5th goal coming up if he can kick straight. I don't think so. Wait for the goal umpire, one behind. And so Richmond now take their score to 4 goals, 28 points, which is just one more point than Collingwood had kicked by quarter time. Collingwood 12 goals, 80 points. McCormack is the man with the ball, coming towards the member stand side. Looking up there for Davis. Waitman to Wiley. It's wide towards the pocket. In front is Cooper. Taps the ball down. Picked up by Tempany. Snaps it back towards the goal square. Off the hands of Mount. Tries to boot it through. Not successful. It's rushed over the boundary line by Young. And it was just touched, I think, about a metre and a half inside the goal line. And so Richmond are 4-5, 29. Collingwood 12-8, 80. Once again, McCormack from fullback. This time going straight down the ground. Well, Williams gives his opponent the heave-ho. Sarah grabbed. Did he have the ball? The umpire says play on. Williams again seizing his opportunity and the ball. Collingwood long up towards full forward. There's Wearmouth. We'll look for the handball over to Dacos. Goal number 7. If he can kick it, he couldn't. He got a push in the back. Roach is down there. A real stack-up developing. Now Dacos has it again. Snaps for goal and has put it through. Goal number 7.
Well, that was good play on the part of Dacos. A lot of other kids would have given it up after being pushed and thinking they were going to get a free kick, but he backed up pretty well to get that goal, Peter.
So Richmond 4-5-29, Collingwood 13-8-86.
And we're at the 22-minute mark of this third quarter, and the Magpies going further ahead. I can't tell you that. What's the difference there in score? 47 points. 57 points.
Nearly 10 goals in favour of Collingwood at the moment. Richmond looking a very, very slow and a very disorganised side at the moment.
And, of course,
Roach on the back line at the 27-minute mark, third quarter.
well, Collingwood trying to do the same as Richmond did to them in the grand final when they thrashed them there. The ball out towards that wing position. And going into meet it now is Sarah, got one in the back, and Shaw knew that, and of course he'll take the free kick out there on the wing position. Well, actually he's inside the square there towards the wing position. Ball over Richmond's half-forward line now. It falls a bit short. Byrne comes in and takes a safe mark. That Collingwood defence has stood up very well today. They've had many good players down there, particularly Billy Pickett at centre half-back and their full-back McCormack. The ball falls a bit short. Williams goes for the punch. Another ball up for Shaw. So there's a ball up towards the square on the outer side of the ground, just about at centre field. Wiedemann got the tap down. Finally, it's Waitman getting a kick back there towards the Worthington. He's got the mark. No, he won't hold that. The umpire said interference by Dunn. And incidentally, Worthington has had to take the place of Moore, which is a pretty big job. And he's done very well against Lee when he was in the ruck. But they're resting Lee down there on the forward line at the moment. Football falling short and a good mark to Williams. Well, they've had a great tussle, he and Rains. No doubt Rains would be the most spectacular play, but this fellow will never give up. A good pass out there on a mark to Byrne. He's come right across the other side of the ground to take that mark. Collingwood going into attack again. They're leading by 57 points. Trying to repeat the performance of Richmond in the grand final. Up it goes towards full forward off the top of the pack. Another goal coming up short for Weirman. What? He missed that.
Goodness me.
He must have...
I don't know. Oh.
Well, I'll pass it on to you now, Pete.
Well, I thought it was a goal, I must admit. 4-5-29 to 13-9-87. As the ball comes back into play, we're in the time-on period of the third quarter. 29 minutes gone. Mark taken by Dunn on the outer side. Dunn at left half-back flank for Richmond. He's defended well today. He's certainly been a busy player because the ball's been down there most of the afternoon. Lee back in the ruck. Trying to get it out as Waitman. He gets ridden into the ground. No free kick forthcoming from the umpire. Now he's found one. And it will be going to Waitman. It could have been for the offence that I detected down there. It might have been another one. Dale Waitman, centre wing. Plays on, gets around Wearmouth. There's plenty of distance in the kick too, up towards the full forward position. That's knocked away by Taylor. Scooped out to Bartlett. Oh, Bartlett got rolled. Too high, says the umpire. Free kick to Kevin Bartlett. Young not too happy. Certainly a free kick, no doubt about that whatsoever. Bartlett a chance for his second goal. And a goal that would perhaps add a little bit of respectability to the Richmond score because they're not going to win this match. If you back the Magpies, line up to collect. Bartlett from 30 metres out flies at the goal and was put it through for his second goal as the siren goes for three-quarter time. And on Sevens Big League, the scoreboard now. Collingwood doing it well with the final change. The Magpies 13 goals, 9-87, leading Richmond 5-5-35.